Hello, adventurers. My name's Tyler.
And I'm Richard.
On today's episode, we're talking about playing Dungeons and Dragons in Fortnite. Welcome to True Strike.
Howdy, folks, and welcome back to the show.
Wah!
You heard the man. Fortnite. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons.
Dun, dun, dun.
And Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we played the new Dungeons and Dragons Fortnite, so you don't have to do it.
You're welcome.
Yes. And by the numbers, I don't know that a lot of you were playing it anyway.
Yeah, well, prior to recording, as in like a couple minutes ago, we were looking up one of the things online, and it was like active players 2.
Yeah, this is interesting because I saw this before it dropped. Obviously, like our friend had sent us a link to it.
Which this is relatively new. Like
Yeah.
Like Wizards of the Coast put out a post about this on January 20th.
It was weird because like I saw a teaser for it, and I immediately thought, oh, this is just an island map that somebody made, non-official. Somebody made this thing like they make all the crazy, like weird mod games that people play.
Mm-hmm.
But then I, looked into it more, and I was like, oh no, this is an official thing. Like this is really, really real. And I was shocked. But then I was all like, okay, interesting move, because that's quite a bit of brand power. Because I mean, like it or not, like if you don't like Fortnite, I haven't played Fortnite in a while. We used to play it like quite often, but it's been a while since I played it.
It's been a while.
But it's got a lot of IPs.
Yes, it does.
Like a ton of IPs, and they are just raking in even more. Like they are spending their money to get these, properties essentially. I mean, Stranger Things was huge. We got South Park in it right now, which I haven't played any of. The Simpsons
had a whole mini season
thing, which is crazy. And now Dungeons and Dragons,
Mm-hmm.
but not exactly how I expected it to be.
It's not in the item shop. It's not like you're not getting some D&D skins or something.
Yeah, which is weird. Like I thought, like if you would have asked me what Dungeons and Dragons and Fortnite was going to look like, I would think skins,
right?
From like Honor Amongst Thieves, right? Like get those skins. I mean, there's no way they're probably going to pay for like Pine or whatever, but it would be cool to have like slightly likeness like things in Fortnite. Like
even if you just had like the classes and like your typical character art, sort of thing.
So that's what I started to think of. Like, what if they did a customizable character like they do for like all the other ones, right?
Yeah.
But instead of like, like the school uniforms that they have in the one of them and the racing uniform, stuff like that, in the Hogwarts one, they do one where you just make a character and they have a bunch of different fantasy things, and you just pick and choose all these different fantasy accoutrements to make a Dungeons and Dragons character.
So I assume you would buy like the class. Like you want to be wizard.
I mean, yeah, that'd be cool too.
And then you have all the different selections.
Way.
Oh yeah.
I was just going the one
Not
thing,
a chance.
and then you build anything you want. That would be really cool.
Epic and Hasbro doing this? No way, dude.
Yeah. Actually, they want my money. Give me, and you know where I'm going with this. Give me the characters from the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Cartoon? Oh.
From 2000.
Yo, that's what I was worried you were going to say. I was really hopeful you were going to say the cartoon.
Dungeons and Dragons movie. Or the cartoon.
I could see the cartoon.
But yeah, no, we didn't get that. We didn't get that at all.
No.
We didn't get a proper like Dungeons and Dragons as an IP in Fortnite.
I mean,
as a battle pass or a season.
This isn't even like sponsored or endorsed or anything by Epic. This was just, Hasbro Wizards taking advantage of the system and having some content creators in the community like teaming up together to make these
things.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's where they're like, oh, we don't have to give Epic any money.
Yeah, we could just do it on our own.
Yeah.
And then we'll just make these things and everybody will play it.
Everyone will play it.
Everyone's gonna play it all the time.
Richard and Tyler are gonna play
Richard and Tyler played this.
I assume the 2 it's showing is just after it's just 2 have ever played it. It was
ever played it? Yeah, it was just us. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. So yeah, we tried it. There were 5 different island codes, which I don't know. Do you want to put those in?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We played it, so you don't have to. But if you want to play
if you want to,
I'll put it in the description.
We'll put them down there. Yeah.
Yep.
So they did 5 different island codes for 5 vastly different experiences. of Dungeons and Dragons in Fortnite. So the order was chosen by Tyler.
Yeah.
As far as what we were going to play.
Yep. Which was the order. It was listed on their website.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask you, is where you got this from.
So I actually pulled up on my mine right now. Hasbro put out a press release about it. Yeah. In fact, I'll read a little quote from real quick.
Okay.
We're bringing the spirit of D&D homebrew to Fortnite, supporting creators experimenting in new mediums and learning how we can introduce D&D to new players. This is Nick Strawn, franchise strategy director for Dungeons & Dragons at Wizards of the Coast. D&D already means so much to all of those that join us at the table, and we hope we can make it just as meaningful for millions of Fortnite fans. We very much look forward to hearing player feedback on these creator-made islands and using that feedback to shape future adventures wherever people love D&D, which I also think is interesting. Because where does D&D go next?
I don't know.
Is this just part of the whole thing of let's get D&D in front of as many eyes as possible? Stranger Things just ended. We can't ride that. Where else can we put it?
Yeah, where else are you gonna have it? Essentially, is that? Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I don't know, because it's like they made this whole thing. We talked about it on the last one, I think, which was like they're like really in on like. They want digital content. They want more video games because they saw the success of Baldur's Gate. Right. I did not think Fortnite was going to be the move there.
And if it was, I thought it would be an official Fortnite collab.
Exactly. And if it was, I thought it's something official. Whereas this is them, I guess, just trying to leverage the system, like you said, right? Because anybody can make an island, anybody can post an island, and then anybody can play that island.
Yeah. And you know, at least, you know, I don't know anything when it comes to Fortnite custom maps. I don't know the communities. I don't even know the pronunciation of these two, you know, this person's name and stuff. But Wizards of the Coast collabed with Chartis and TerraVision Games, two of the leading community creators of Fortnite Islands. So they did at least, you know, not just like, we'll just get some people on WOTC staff to just make some Fortnite stuff and mess around in UE5 or whatever. They did at least partner with some people that have experience making successful islands in Fortnite, which is interesting.
Okay. Yeah. Fair. I'm gonna preface this conversation with I'm gonna be negative about this a lot.
Let this.
I feel really bad.
No,
I feel horrible because somebody out there put their heart and soul, at least a part of it, into these 5 islands.
I am going to say one thing before you do this, and I'll pass it right back to you. I have, since you and I played this together, gone back and played more.
You have?
Of one of the islands.
Okay, probably not the one that I would play. Because there's one of these that I did enjoy.
It might be.
There's one of these that I could see myself playing some more of, and I did enjoy it. The other 4, I did not enjoy at all.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Really? I did not have a lot of fun here.
There's one I disliked more than any of the other ones, and it's the one I thought I was going to like the most.
Really? I'm curious to see where you're going to go with this one.
Yeah.
So let's just start at the top. And again, like I said, I just want to preface it. I'm sure that the people that worked on this did really hard work on this, but it did not meet my expectations.
Sure.
And I guess my expectations are pretty high considering what Fortnite promised in custom game modes to us. With like, I don't know if you remember.
Yes, absolutely.
Like it was a while now, like before this major update happened to their game engine. They showed like these sizzle reels of like really impressive Fortnite game modes. Like we're talking like AAA game looking Fortnite maps. We have yet to see this.
Not once.
we have not seen this. The right people don't have their hands on these tools, or they're not capable. Right. So yes. The first one, D&D Boxfights Island, which you didn't know what Boxfights was, right?
No, I had no idea what
Boxfights was. So, and I do know what Boxfights was because it was one of those ones where like when we were playing Fortnite, there was quests that you can do, and one of them was you have to play in creator islands. Right. So I just loaded up the creator islands thing and I picked like the number 1 thing, like what is a popular thing. And it was an island that included box fights. And if you don't know what box fights are, basically what it is it's just you versus another person. And they put you in a very small room with builds on. and it's a duel. So it's just, so you drop it in, it goes 3, 2, 1, fight, and then you fight each other, and that's it. So this is Boxfights, but with a D&D twist.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do in this one is you have like your little waiting room where you can buy things, right? So you can buy like little trinkets and you can buy titles. And every round you get to choose one of 3 different powers before you go into the round. To go into this box fight. So that's how they make it unique.
Yeah.
Is you get Dungeons and Dragons powers, like Berserker for like a barbarian.
Yeah. Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast. There's a Ranger ability that lets you shoot out arrows.
I never got that one.
Yeah, I got that one. It was horrible. I think it was the Ranger, not the Ranger, the Rogue one is basically uncanny dodge. Like you can dodge attacks while you're jumping, which is why there was a match where I was just jumping everywhere trying to dodge attacks. But yeah, we played this one first.
Decent variety, because that's another one I never got.
Yeah, it was a decent variety of of abilities. What I found is most of the time my abilities didn't work.
Oh, sometimes they were terrible.
Yes, and how they did the abilities is when you got it, you basically got like a little remote control that went into your inventory, and it had a cooldown on it, which from all the abilities that I tried was just one-time use.
Basically, yeah, because it was our one-on-ones.
Yeah,
but it looked like there was enough boxes that you could have had more players in there.
More players in there, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, actually, now that you mentioned that, I think there was like 1 per corner and somebody in the center, so it's probably like 5 people in there. Or whatever.
Also, Richard and I don't build.
Oh no!
So
yeah,
maybe these matches also could have went on longer.
Immediately, I just started accidentally building walls. Don't know what I'm doing, and then we're like, we're not gonna build. We're just gonna fight each other because neither one of us can actually.
Even when
build.
we do play, it's 0 build.
Yeah,
sure.
it's 0 build. But yeah, it was interesting. You get titles, which we bought titles.
Not real money. You fight in game. You earn currency.
Fight in game. You earn
game
the currency.
Yeah, and you roll a d20, and you can get like titles and stuff.
Yeah, so you can get titles. Which I found a small bug in that one, which was just to apply and reapply your title gets you experience.
Yeah, I mean, bug feature. Who knows?
So I was like, hey, I got experience every time I do my title. So I just sat there and just mashed the title button until it stops giving me experience. And the game's like, all right, you need to calm down.
It was funny to me because every time you did it, I got experience. So I'm just walking around and I'm like,
it's fine. Yeah, so I got another title. And I did it with that title too. I was like, what are the titles that I got? Actually, I took a picture.
Did you really?
Of the titles that I obtained.
I have no idea what mine was, and I didn't remember. I think it was like Torchbearer or something.
Goblin Dodger.
Nice.
And the High Magus of the North.
That's a lot.
Were the 2 that I got. And there was a bunch of other ones too, like Rune Finder and the Keeper of the Weave. Mm-hmm. Champion of Waterdeep. I didn't get that one. But yeah, so that was Boxfight. What did you think about Boxfight?
I first off, off the jump, I liked the aesthetics they went with. There's like an owlbear statue.
Oh, the taxidermy owlbear.
This taxidermy owlbear, right. It's very well detailed. It's like a setup, like almost like a taverny vibe, like overlooking a fighting pit.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, there is a D20 you can roll to get some titles and stuff, and a little barkeep there. Aesthetically around the room stuff, I liked what they did with it. If you like box fights, I assume maybe this is fun, especially if you like a D&D twist on it. If you like
box fights, I guess, yes.
We did play it for a little bit. Like, it was kind of neat just to do the one-on-one, fight real quick. Yeah, I mean, am I going to jump back into it? Probably not. But for people who like this whole, like, let's fight each other kind of vibe, if I had, if we had more friends and we were jumping on just to mess around and kill some time while chatting, I could see us jumping into this one.
Yeah. I think my problem with it was that the powers seemed woefully unbalanced.
Oh, absolutely. There were some that were
some
amazing.
of them were just not good.
Some
like
useless.
The Eldritch Blast one,
awful.
Was awful. The Berserker one was just awful. And then I run up to you to shoot you, and you have a ability that just yeets every bit of equipment that I have on the ground, including your special ability.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well that's not fun.
It was command. You just use it and it makes you drop everything,
and then you're just dead. Or the one that allows you to just live again.
Yeah, you just come back to life.
You come back to life. And then I don't know what you did in the last game that sent me into a pocket dimension.
That was it.
Couldn't even see you though. You weren't even in the room with me. You weren't even there. I got sent to a whole new room that was smaller, and I thought it was some kind of trap that you activated. I was in Indiana Jones, because the walls were getting smaller, and I was panicking and just running around because I couldn't do anything, and then I died.
That was the one. I came back to life.
How does that translate to coming back to life?
It's just,
You didn't come back to life. You just sent me to another dimension.
yeah, with me.
It was just me.
I brought you to the
and the
afterlife.
Hat Man, and I died.
No, I did like that. You could also buy like aesthetics, like hats and capes and stuff.
I didn't know you could buy those, and I saw you running around with a witch hat on.
Yeah, but you couldn't.
What?
You couldn't equip more than one at a time. So I bought a witch hat, but then I bought the cape to go with it, and it unequipped the hat.
Yeah,
and I was like, "What the heck?"
You only get one thing. I didn't buy anything except for titles because I got experience for that.
I'm gonna give this. Let's do out of 10. Why not?
Oh, we're doing out of 10.
Yeah, whatever. I wasn't planning on this at all. I would give this one a
3.
4 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
I thought it was fun for what it was.
The tavern thing was cool. The owlbear was really cool.
I wish the weapons, like obviously the same for everybody, but I wish each round the weapons were different.
Yeah.
Because it was just assault rifle and shotgun.
That's the weird part. Is that was all like I have Eldritch Blast. Okay, well I have a shotgun and an assault rifle.
Yeah,
and
it's always going to do more damage.
Isn't gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Why would I take Eldritch Blast when I can just throw your equipment on the ground and shoot you with my shotgun?
So yeah, that was
D&D Boxfights.
Yep.
All right. Next up on the list, we had D&D Treasure RNG Island.
It's just Treasure RNG. When you're reading Island, that's Island code.
Oh,
you did the same.
No,
as
it's
the last
Island.
One, but...
It's Island. We're calling them Island.
Okay, so all of them are Island.
They're all Island. This is D&D Treasure RNG Island.
Okay.
Code. This one, the most confusing one out of the entire lot.
I had no idea what was happening.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing something wrong.
So we load in, and it's just us in a empty world.
Very small town.
With a D20.
Some chest.
That you can roll. Oh,
yeah. You just press a button and it rolls a D20.
Roll and it rolls a D20. And then you win something. Yay!
Yep. You get an aura.
You get an aura. And that's it. So you roll that. You can set it to auto roll. You get 100 rolls.
I couldn't figure out how to do it.
I couldn't figure out how to auto roll.
Yep.
So I just had to keep rolling. And at some point you surpassed me massively. You'd use like 50 of your 100 rolls, and I'd used like 11.
Yeah.
Because I was running around exploring. Because there were chests that you could open up.
Lots of chests.
Lots of chests that just give you gold. And it was a gigantic, just empty world with a road that you could follow. And I followed the road. And if you go in the water, you can't swim, you die. And that was pretty much it. Like there were camps and a couple little like foresty areas, a bunch of skeletons on the ground, some campfires. They went to the mountains,
icy environments,
raven statue, and it was just a big empty world where you rolled dice. You could get potions too, and the potions were like luck potion to basically make your dice rolls better for 60 seconds.
Yep. Better RNG for better auras.
To get better auras, yeah. And then you equip an aura, and it's like sparklies or flames or lightning crackles or like little wisps around you.
Yep.
And that's it.
That's it.
So I was very confused about what this actually was. And the only thing that I can think of is that it was intended to be some sort of role play experience.
So up here on the
you have an official description for me. Okay.
They name the different types of areas that you get. One of them is listed as a social hub.
A social hub. Okay.
And that is this one.
So
based on everything we played, that's this one.
It's a social hub. Now there was nobody else in there, so it was just the two of us.
It was the two of us socializing.
That was
in a hub.
the social. That was.
And we were on public.
Yeah, exactly.
There was just no one else
playing. There was just nobody else playing. It was giving EverQuest.
You know what's funny too is we were using in-game chat. We could have actually.
We could have socialized people if there were other people playing. Yeah, but there was nobody else there. But yeah, it was really giving EverQuest 1 as far as like graphical level, like all the buildings and everything like that, and the general layout. It was like a very like focused, compressed EverQuest 1 area. It's just like a very small portion of it. That's what it felt like. It felt like I was playing EverQuest again. But there was like no NPCs that like to even do anything. There was just nothing. There was just randomly chests that you would open and get some gold, and then you roll dice to get auras. And that is absolutely it. I walked the entire thing looking for like Easter eggs. I mean, every location was named.
Didn't find and I never found it. Didn't you find a secret code at one point?
So no, I didn't find a secret code. Basically that was the next map.
Oh, I thought you found the code in this map.
No,
Okay.
I didn't find
because I know the next map you could use the code. I thought the code was from a different one.
So no, so basically what he's talking about is there are codes that you get in some of these maps that you can use in the other maps. So you can use codes from other maps in that map.
Mhm.
There's a place where you can put in a code, is what I found.
Gotcha.
Yes. And you get those codes from the other islands that you play in. You can get codes and you can transfer items back and forth between some of these. So you can get some of your items over and some of your equipment, I guess.
Show them in the social hub.
Yeah, and show it in the social hub, I guess.
Neat.
So yeah, this one was like
Maybe.
the most confusing thing because it was just like empty and it was just a social hub and it really wasn't even that big either. Like it was kind of small. It only took me like maybe 10 minutes to run the entire thing. And I was kind of hoping for like some Easter eggs.
Something
to see. And like even just something I would recognize really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was all just pretty bland.
It was just fantasy themed.
Just fantasy themed worlds. Yeah. So
yep.
I give this one a 2.
1
out of 10.
1 out of 10. Aura's kind of cool sometimes.
I guess, yeah. I got a really rare one.
I mean, the yeah.
I got a rare
You're just
one.
sitting there mashing,
and it wasn't even that pretty.
Oh God, yeah. It's fine.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, it was weird.
I mean, if it was full of people and they're all chatting,
I guess that's why, like, I give it a 2 instead of a 1 because, like, if there was a bunch of people in there, I guess you could role play in there and be all like, "Hail, adventurers! Let's camp here for the night before we go into the dungeon."
Yeah, but
there's no dungeon.
But it didn't happen.
No,
so I don't know.
So I give it a 2 for the potential.
Yeah, I give it a 1 for my actual experience.
I just like. When I say it reminds me of EverQuest, that's not a good thing. EverQuest was impressive.
Yeah.
And even now, like, my wife still plays EverQuest 1.
Mm-hmm.
And EverQuest 1 looks impressive even now. This is like a discount, like, Ollie's version of EverQuest
Ollie's
1.
EverQuest.
This is Ollie's EverQuest 1.
Jeez.
So, yeah.
Oh, I just realized we both went for the red True Strike, but with jacket.
Yeah, because it's freezing in here.
It's very cold.
It's freezing, and I'm wearing shorts. It's probably like, let's say it's freezing for Floridians. Let's put it that way.
That's a good thing. Yes, while most of America or North America is very cold and chilly and snowy and covered under ice. It's like a brisk, I don't know, 40 something right now maybe.
No, it's probably 30 right now.
Let's find out.
It got down to 20 last night.
Oh, it was very cold last night, but it's not last night right now.
I'm just saying.
It is 42.
It feels like 30.
It's 42 outside, which means inside it's probably like 50 something.
It's cold. It's
quite cold. He's wearing shorts.
Yeah, it was a mistake. It was a choice.
It was a choice.
You made wrong choice.
Yeah.
So yes, that was island code number 2.
Yeah, that was D&D Treasure RNG Island.
D&D Treasure RNG Island.
Next, we had my least favorite of everything. Maybe not least favorite. That's strong.
I was gonna say, you gave the last one a 1. You're giving it away now. This is gonna be a 0 out of 10.
Most disappointing is how I'm gonna put this one. This is D&D Dungeon Death Run Island.
So this one was the one that I had the highest hopes for.
Yes, same. I was actually really excited to play this one.
Yeah. Because I was all like, ooh, a death run.
Yes.
Like, this is going to be cool.
I've played some pretty cool death runs in Fortnite.
Yeah.
I don't play a lot of custom stuff, but when I do, they're death runs.
And death runs can be fun.
Yes.
Final Fantasy Online had some really cool like death runs at the Golden Saucer area that were like super fun. And I was hoping for like something like that. But yeah.
And they went at it in like an interesting way. Like you like wake up. They had like a little bit of backstory and stuff.
Oh yeah, this one actually had like stuff to read.
The Yawning Portal Tavern and like the Yawning Portal is there and all kinds. It's set up kind of cool. There's just like a guy, like a guard or whatever, who just wants you dead,
running around chasing you with a gun, shooting you,
you all the time. Lots of other NPCs.
I couldn't tell if it was an NPC or if it was a person just trying to troll us. Because we never saw another
it was
real
an NPC
player, but I don't know.
It was very aggravating. There's a little thing where you can go like change your like species and name, which doesn't do anything.
I couldn't figure out what it actually did.
It adds a little like marker underneath your name that just shows what your species is.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. This one, man, it was weird because like the Yawning Portal is really cool.
Yeah.
And I did like seeing like all the cool NPCs and everything like that. Mm-hmm. Like you could actually talk to people on this one, which was fun. And it had 5 different
Yeah.
levels.
There were like 4, and then a 5th one you had to like unlock. Like you had to do all the other ones.
Well, you had to unlock every single one.
Which I thought was interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because you go to the 5th one, they're like, oh, you must complete all the others before you talk to me. But you had to do them all sequentially anyway.
Yeah, exactly. No, you had to complete them in order. So we started those right off the jump. We both finished the first one.
Yep.
We both went into the second one.
Yep. Where I got glitched straight to the finish line.
Yes.
And didn't have to actually do the second one.
Didn't actually have to do it.
I just went straight to the third one.
Yes. And then I did do the second one, but got like so incredibly lost that like I got to a point where like, because it's not just a straightforward runner either. There's like pathways that you can choose. And I chose every single pathway and it just kept looping back on itself. And I couldn't figure out how to get to the end.
You had to do what I did.
And like I didn't get the cool glitch that gets you out. So I left the zone, right? And then found out that after leaving the zone, it resets all of your progress. So I would have to do one again. And I was like, well, that seems silly. But, you know, I guess that's the way that it is.
Let's preface this. Like, oh, you have to do one again. It wasn't fun.
Yes, no, it was not fun. I didn't want to do one again.
This was
so I'm like,
really tedious.
I don't want to do one again.
Right.
So you just keep going and you just tell me about what you see.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play around in the portal. And I jumped into the yawning portal and got teleported back into zone 2, which wouldn't let me into zone 2.
Yeah.
When I tried to go back in, it was like, you got to do level 1 before you can do level 2 again. And I was like, oh, I'm back in level 2. And it put me back where I was. So all my progress was saved. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm like back in level 2. I'm like, well, never mind. I'm going to finish level 2.
Yeah.
So I'm going to finish this. So I got unlost and I got all the way to the end of level 2 and got to the portal that gets you out and it wouldn't let me out. It was all like, no, you live here now. So I tried to leave to go back to the yawning portal and I was like, no.
You live here
live here now. You have to leave the game. Like you're death running. This is it. This is now death. You're in limbo.
Yeah. You've already died.
I spent the rest of the time just exploring the Underdark.
Yeah.
Which incidentally was very pretty. Like I did like the Underdark level. It was way better than the second one.
Well, that is the second one.
Oh no, way better than the first one.
Which was just like, I don't know, like Fae Forest or something.
No, it's floating islands.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nah,
there's a part where you're jumping off of broken buildings that are just floating in midair.
I don't remember.
It's fine, I guess.
Another thing, we were like about to record. We're like, did we write down the name of all the places? We didn't. We tried looking it up, but couldn't find it.
Yeah.
We thought about turning on the game. We didn't want to.
I didn't want to. Yeah. I spent too much time in the Underdark. I don't want to go back.
So the second one was definitely Underdark.
Yeah, second one was definitely Underdark.
Oh, good.
The third one
was that the Giants one?
That was the Giants one, yeah.
Yeah, you were like a tiny, you were to scale. You were climbing over like big steps and everything, lots of lava, stuff like that. It was a very short level, very bland. Fourth one was ice. Yes, yeah. It was like the spire or something like that. D&D nerd stuff. It was cold. I thought it was gonna be really difficult because you start and you're on like planks and you're like really precariously like jumping off like board to board, and it's like actually was kind of difficult for 20 seconds, and then after that it was just icebergs and you were just like jumping from iceberg to iceberg for the next 10 minutes, and I was like, really? This is what you got? And then next thing I knew, I saw the portal to leave and I was like, I guess this is all it is. And I just jumped from ice to ice until I left it. And then you get to the coolest thing where they're like, hey, go talk to this cult guy and go fight a dragon. And I was like, all right, cool. So you get to go into this like red dragon lair and you're like going through, the scenery's kind of cool. You're in like a castle-y thing, and then you're in like some caverns that are like amethyst colored. And then, it's like not difficult at all. It's super, super easy. It's just is what it is. And then you get to the end and you like the room starts to shake and you can hear a dragon flying down. And I was like, oh man, it's about to get really cool. And then it ends. And they're like,
it's just over.
You can skip to the boss. Like there's going to be a boss fight where you can fight the dragon in a whole nother map that's going to be coming soon. We'll add that shortcut in here as soon as that's out. But it wasn't there.
And it wasn't there.
But that is out. They just didn't link it.
And it was a dragon specifically, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm now making a connection.
Uh-huh.
That I didn't make when we played this. that leads us into the next one, which we'll get there.
Yep.
So yeah, that was it. I didn't get to play that part. I never got to that position.
You didn't miss much.
I was stuck in the Underdark the entire time, and you were just describing everything to me.
Yeah.
I felt like it would have been better if the controls were a little less floaty and it was an actual death run. But in this, you just fell off and you start over again.
Yeah. It just kept track of how many times you died.
Yes. And it didn't seem like there was any negative to that. It was just like you could just keep jumping off the same thing over and over again, and it would just keep spawning you back where you jumped off.
Also, there were alternate paths to get like extra treasure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like diamonds and stuff like that. You'd still let you go to the final level even without doing all that. So
I'm assuming that's the stuff that you could then transfer to the other games too, like diamonds and gold and all that treasure stuff. So maybe that's stuff you could transfer over.
And it just none of it.
I don't know.
None of it that I played. Maybe the Underdark was really great.
The Underdark was very pretty.
Nothing else was fun.
Yeah, it was very pretty. I'll tell you that.
None of it was difficult.
No,
it was just boring.
It was aggravating. Well, the Underdark was aggravating at a point because it was just like I didn't know where to go at one point.
Yeah.
Because I had followed all the lanterns and I went everywhere that I could go, and I legitimately was just lost. And I was like, I don't know where to go. And that's when I left. When I came back, I did eventually find my way after wandering around for that 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one was very straightforward. You said the other ones that you did were very straightforward. So the Underdark was the only one that wasn't very straightforward. So
yeah,
I don't know. I give this one I give a 5.
Really?
A 4 or 5, because I see the vision, and I think it could have been fun had I been able to keep playing it. Instead I got stuck in the Underdark.
I see. You're rating it better because you didn't get to play the rest.
I didn't get to play the rest.
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10 because it wasn't good, but it had like the tavern itself, the yawning portal, like it was awesome. Like if they get rid of the guy that's trying to kill you the whole time and you could just walk around and enjoy like the sights and everything, I think it'd be way more fun.
Yeah.
Like at least you'd have that. It had like aesthetics going for it, if nothing else. And like you mentioned, some of the levels were pretty. They weren't hard, especially for a death run.
Yeah. No.
I would call it like, I don't know, platforming adventure, like
sure.
something, but it was not challenging in the least. And it was extremely disappointing.
Maybe it would have been more fun if there were more people playing it, right? Because like,
but what would it change?
Well, no, because that's what I was looking at. So Final Fantasy 11, when you go to the Golden Saucer and you do that, right? It's like an event that happens at specific times, right? And everybody signs up to play in that event. And everybody in all those games, you sign up to play with a bunch of other players.
Yeah.
And when it goes, it's a race and it starts and everybody is on the map and they're all running. Now there's no collision, right? But it's fun because you're like racing with everyone else trying to get the best score. So I can see like if it was a bunch of other people in there playing, that would have been maybe more fun.
But did it like you and I were in there and it didn't, like we weren't competing at any point.
No, yeah, we were just kind of running along with each other. But that would be a lot of people though. Like if there was a lot of people and like a scoreboard and like something like that, I could see how it could be fun.
Even if it was just you and me and it was an actual like competition.
Yeah.
Where it made us start at the same time in like there was some sort of pop and circumstance, like scoreboard, something.
Yeah. But no, it was just us running and getting lost
and
me getting
next
stuck.
Level. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't touch it again.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'd have no desire to go back in to see the other ones. So yeah. Not one that I would play again.
Next, we had D&D Bossfight. This is a cooperative, like Dungeons & Dragons themed PvE sort of world thing.
Yeah.
Where you start off in one area, you get to go around and open up chests and get some loot and do some mining and get some gold and buy some weapons.
It's very quest oriented.
Yes,
which
it
is
starts off with like a dragon.
It's like an MMO.
Yeah,
like it starts off. Well, so that's my question to you: is did it start off with a dragon for you?
Yes.
Okay, so
I started off fighting a wormling.
Okay, so that was what I was wondering. Is I didn't think you beat the wormling.
Yes,
because I did too. Like it started me off as a dragon, and I was like, well, maybe this is the dragon from the Deathrun final, right?
Yeah. So
because it was very confusing because like that one was one that we didn't get to play together at first because it kept bugging us. Like I jumped in first and fought a dragon, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm fighting a dragon. This is really random and weird. And then all of a sudden I'm in a town doing quests, and I didn't think you fought the dragon. I thought you just jumped into the town.
No, I fought a wormling, so and then the mama dragon came and was like, you killed my baby, and I was like, ah. And then I spawned at the town without the rifle, and now I have a pistol.
The mama dragon never came.
Okay, which is why you get to keep your rifle.
So I got completely bugged in this one, and when I spawned back at the town, I had the orange, it was like mythic rarity.
I hate you.
Rifle with infinite ammo.
Yeah. I think all the weapons had infinite ammo.
Okay, so yeah, I just had like this amazingly crazy good rifle.
And I had a pistol with like 5 shots.
Yes. And it was really weird because like none of the weapons that I got from like any of the classes were anywhere near the rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Like in terms of firepower.
I mean, you weren't supposed to have the rifle.
Like you get a bow as a ranger and it's like the teal color, which is like supposed to be like the most rarest thing, right? And I'm like hitting stuff and it's like 14 damage.
Yeah.
14 damage. 12 damage. Oh, it's fire, so it's going to do a little tick damage. You're going to do like 25 damage. Mm-hmm. And then I go out there with I just switched to the rifle that I started the game with. And it's like 98, 98, 98, 98, 58, 58, 98, 58, 58, 58, 98,
That's
58.
Crazy.
And I'm like, wow. This is great. Like they're like, go kill 3 rats, and I'm just like spraying, and the rats are just dying when I could hit them because their hitboxes were insane.
Yeah,
they were pretty much invincible. And then the wolves just died instantly, like they couldn't even touch me, just because like the rifle just mows everything down.
The rifle you're not supposed to have
destroys everybody.
Wish I had. Yeah. Ah, man, I'm so jealous of that rifle.
The mimics were really cool. They're like, go open 3 chests, and they're all mimics, which is funny, because they just jump out and fight you. Yeah.
Only one of mine was a mimic.
No, all mine were mimics. That's never mind.
Okay, yeah, no. So there's chests that reset every day, and they're all around the camp. And there's so many. There's like 20, 30 chests, and it seems like you got like a 1 in 5 chance.
Every chest I opened was a mimic. Every single chest I opened was a mimic.
Like 20 damage.
I stopped opening chests because every chest I opened was a mimic.
The chests give you a ton of gold.
Nope.
So that's how
they were all mimics.
Did most of my money gathering.
All mimics.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Yep. And then they make you go mine, which I thought was bugged.
The mining is silly because it takes forever.
It takes forever.
Yeah.
Like it's just sitting there just hitting it over and over again. It's like do this 3 times and it takes like 4 minutes to mine one node. And I'm like, is this doing anything?
It's not 4 minutes. It's
I
probably
didn't
like
think
30 seconds.
It was not 30 seconds. It was longer than 30 seconds.
Well, your mining wasn't as good because you were a ranger. I was a paladin, you mind you.
Sure. But yeah, you do all these little quests, and eventually they're like, go to the boss fight arena and fight a golem.
Uh-huh.
And even with the super crazy Uzi that I had, this golem was impossible.
So, I can let you know one thing. Since you and I had played it, they nerfed the golem.
Okay.
Its health pool isn't as high anymore.
Good, because even with the Uzi, like I tried to not play with that gun because I was like, hey, I'm going to use my bow and arrow. And I literally couldn't touch this thing. Like it was ridiculous.
I think they realized that.
I think it knew that I had that gun. Because I could not step into that arena without just being focused on by that golem. Like it didn't even care about
You're the biggest target.
It did not care about
I know I had a sword and
no
I'm like
matter
smacking it in
what.
the feet.
I just basically ran from it the entire time, and I'd turn around and try and shoot it, and it would just be charging at me from across the arena. It hated me.
Did you know it has multiple phases?
No.
Yeah.
We didn't even beat phase 1 though.
No. It has multiple phases where it gets significantly more difficult.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So if it's not obvious, this is the one I went back to.
Okay, so you did play this one. Yeah, because you were like, this one I could see kind of being fun. And I'm like, nope. No, it's not. I
actually really like this one a lot. I logged back in yesterday and I played for maybe like another hour and a half.
Wow.
I leveled up a bunch more. I made it to where my health and shields auto-regenerated, raised up my attack bonus, did a bunch of like grinding for that stuff.
Killed the golem.
Was playing with a random for a while, and we jumped in, and he went to start the fight with the golem, and I was somewhere else, and it pops up and it asks you if you would like to join the fight.
Oh, okay.
And you can spawn straight over to the fight, and him and I, it took us a hot minute because even nerfed, they brought it down from what it was like 9,000 health to like 5,000 or 6,000, and it's still a hot minute. But the hardest part was once you get it down to about half health, it starts spawning in minions, and its attack pattern changes. And then once you get it down to its last like 20% health, it gets way more aggressive and starts spawning about double the minions. And then it hit a point where I was...
I would have threw my controller.
The random and I started splitting off. He had higher damage at range, and I had my sword. So I would switch to that to deal with a lot of the minions. And I was just keeping minions off of them while he was doing mass damage to the boss itself. And we finally beat it. And we went back to town. And we made a ton of money. I mean, I had like 8,000 gold by the end of the second. By like any weapon I went, and you unlock the second level. So I go to the second level. You are in a forest, and now you're fighting kobolds and goblins, and there's like camps and stuff. And I'm like, this is awesome. Like different enemy types, and you're going around. They're actually like really aggressive, and you're playing, and it's awesome. And there's more loot and things to buy, and it's sick. And then my game crashed.
Oh no!
And I loaded it back up, and the portal was still unlocked. But I spawned in the town with 100 gold. And I was too sad to play anymore.
So you lost everything.
I lost anything I had purchased.
Oh man.
My upgrades, things like that I had. But my 8,000 gold that I could have used to buy anything I wanted just erased.
Ugh,
and I was like, well, I'm going to jump back. I want to see if I can, jump back into that portal, see more of the level, and like finish that quest of like kill 10 kobolds or whatever. So I jump in and I'm just fighting with my sword. I have no money to buy anything else. And I killed 9 of the 10. And then I'm standing next to one and he's looking at me and I'm looking at him and I realize I can't do anything because I am frozen. And I go to the respawn button. That doesn't work. And I'm just looking at this kobold. He's looking at me. And I had to go back, like just exit the game entirely. It bugged again.
It bugged again.
So I'll never know. Well, maybe I'll try it again later.
I mean, it sounds like you had some fun.
I really did enjoy it. I want to see, I want to get to the end because I think the final boss, I believe, is the Mama Red Dragon.
Yeah.
And I really
Presumably,
did enjoy playing it. And I thought the worlds were cool, especially when you do that second one and it's like a dense, like foggy forest and stuff. And like you mentioned, it's kind of like a RPG light.
Yeah.
So if this was not buggy, like if I hadn't experienced those crashes and I could have just like kept investing
with the progression.
Yeah, I think I probably would have kept playing it.
Yeah. I wanted to log back in to see if I still have my Uzi. Just because I'm curious.
You probably would.
I don't know. You lost everything.
Well, I kept all the weapons.
Oh, you kept all your weapons? Okay.
Yes.
So maybe I do still have my Uzi. I don't know.
I just lost my gold.
It seems like it could be fun if you had a full group.
That's the other thing. Because if you were in there with like a group of 4, so I tried fighting the golem alone, and then I tried fighting it with that random, and the monster's health point did not scale.
Yeah.
So I think
so maybe that's the whole idea.
They want you to be in a group of 3 or 4.
True. And I tried a couple different classes out. I was really disappointed in the ranger. The bow was just so
I
weak.
don't think I would do the ranger.
And like my wolves never did anything. It's like you can spawn wolves, and I was like, cool. And I spawn wolves, and they just stand around you.
I think Paladin,
I try and send them off to attack, and they're all like, they just look at me.
Paladin,
like,
I think, is where it was because not only do you get the sword, which comes in handy for, like I said, minions and stuff, terrible for the bosses.
Yeah.
But it your passive, yes, your passive ability was Healing Hand, which not only heals you, but it heals any of your allies within like some feet of you.
Aura. Yeah.
Which I thought was awesome. You get that every like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, hey, hit points, especially in a boss fight, is super important.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I could see that one probably being fun if you could just keep with the progression.
And they are at least tweaking numbers right now.
I mean, at least they made some adjustments. Because that was hard.
Will I jump in again at some point? Probably.
Yeah.
I could, especially if like my son's on and maybe you're on and my wife's on.
Yeah,
jump in a group of 4.
Maybe. Yeah.
That could be really cool.
I'll try it.
So that was a D&D boss fight island.
Oh, so what's your rating on that one?
That one? I don't want to be like biased. I'm going to give that one a... I want to be biased, but I'm not going to. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay, so that's where I'm at for that one.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to give it a 7. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to give that one a 7.
I wanted to give it an 8, but it's not polished enough with the bugs.
I could see some potential in that one and actually it being fun, and I didn't hate my time with it.
Right.
It was just hard.
So I was going to say, if they keep balancing it, they fix bugs and stuff, which I don't know how that works when it comes to like Fortnite's creative mode. Like, is that on Epic or is that on the creator?
That's on the creators, yeah.
So I don't know how that happens with the engine and stuff. But if this was actually like they put some more polish and stuff into it, 8, 9 even, scaled to the idea that it's a Fortnite creative mode. Regardless, this isn't competing with actual like 9 out of 10 game of the year winners and stuff like that. But as far as especially stuff we played, 7 easy.
Okay, fair. And our last island for the day was D&D Zombie Dragon Adventure Early Access
Island.
Island. Why is this one just early access?
This one, so that's the thing is, so what they collabed with a couple different creators.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who did what.
Yeah.
It probably says on them. I didn't pay enough attention. We're bad at our jobs.
So this is the one that we saw that I saw the advertisement for, right?
Which I didn't see.
So when I saw like the whole advertisement for this collab, they were very D&D the Zombie Dragon Adventure forward. Like this was the one where they're all like Zombie Dragon, and they showed, you know, like all like the sizzle reel with it.
So that's funny. Really quick. If you're on this press release from Hasbro, immediately under the islands, there's a YouTube trailer that they put out for the Dungeons & Dragons boss fight.
Really?
Yeah, the one I liked.
The one you liked.
But on their official thing, there's not the trailer for
that one. This one I remember seeing because you see the, you know, the giant green black dragon with green goo all over.
It was really cool art.
Was really cool art looking. So yeah, this is the one that I like immediately thought of, and I saw it, and this is what I thought it was going to be. I didn't know it was 5 islands. I thought it was just going to be this one thing. But
maybe it should have been
5. Maybe it should have been. I don't know. So this one, what would you call this game?
This is a roguelite.
A roguelike?
Yeah, this is a D&D roguelite for sure.
Okay. So this one was basically like hub stations that you pass through, like that you're locked out of, right? So you like join in with a group. This is the one we actually got to play with people.
Yes, there were people
we came
playing
in here,
this one.
There were people playing this one.
Yes.
And we had a little group, and you drop in, and there's a bunch. You pick a class first, right?
Well, yeah. So as soon as there's like a threshold. Once you cross that threshold, every time you start a run, it has you pick a class.
Yeah, you pick a class. Yeah.
Yep.
And then like my class, this is what I thought was weird. I can't remember what I picked. I think it was a ranger again. And I got 2 pistols, which looked like crossbows, but did not have a continuous fire, which is weird for Fortnite. Like everything you just hold down and shoot, like right. But these you could not do that. You had to click to shoot every single time. But they were very high power. That was pretty cool. But yeah, basically you choose that. You run through every time you clear a room of all the bad guys in the room. You get a chest and you get a die. So you can roll the dice to see if you pass a check, to get, you know, extra bonuses basically. And then you open up a chest that gives you 3 options. It was 3 options or was it more? I think it was 4 options sometimes.
I don't remember.
Multiple options. Sometimes weapons,
options.
Sometimes stat upgrades basically. And you get like extra weapons as you go along. I got a sniper rifle at one point, as well as like a submachine gun, I think it was. And then you move on to the next room. And then you basically get kind of shut in. You fight those things. You move on to the next room and you just keep going.
Yeah.
If you get down, you can get raised just like in Fortnite. But if you die.
You only have so much time too. It's not a lot.
Yeah, it's not a lot. But if you die, then you're out of that run.
Yep.
So it's just whatever's left in the party continuing to move forward until everybody dies. And then you restart your run over again.
Yep.
This one is the one that I had the most fun with. And I don't know, it just felt more polished than the other ones to me. With like the environments that we were fighting in, they felt intentional, not just random. So like the layout, I think the only thing that I didn't like about this was just like so many human enemies. Like the bandits basically that were showing up. There was just so many human enemies that it was like just bullet sponge. It was like playing the Division all over again.
Need some more monstrous variety.
Yes, which they started to get more monster variety.
Might have been the farther
as I went. Yes,
yeah.
Because the one that you died on was like a big gnoll looking guy that had like a bunch of special moves and stuff like that, which was really cool. Which at that point I was the only one alive left in the party. Was able to kill him and then continue on, but I just was really quickly got overwhelmed because it's one of those situations where I don't think if you can really do this one solo. I think you need to have people with you, just because there's so many monsters.
I mean, unless you're him, you know.
Yeah,
unless you're the goat.
But this one, I can definitely see myself wanting to play more of. Like out of all the ones to go back to. Yeah. This one is the one that I would go back to. And it's arguably one of the simplest ones because it's really straightforward. I mean, you log in, You pick a class, you get a weapon for the class that you pick, and you just go.
Yeah.
You just go and you kill, and you open a chest, you pick a new weapon, or you pick a skill, basically, and then you just go to the next room and you keep doing that.
There was an area, too, where I found while I was waiting on you to die, which you never die because you're always so good at this game, where you could look at maps people like that had routes people had mapped out that they had like gone through on some of these runs.
Oh.
So it looked like some of the options branch out at some points.
That's interesting. Okay,
So
that's
that
really
was
cool.
neat.
I like that. Yeah, this one, like I said, I think it was the one that I saw the most potential in. And I'm curious to play this one some more. But it is one of those situations where, like, I don't think it would have been nearly as fun if nobody was playing it like the other maps. And this was the interesting one, which was like it was the only one that people seemed to be playing. And
It's definitely the biggest one.
It's the biggest one, yeah. And it's the only one that I knew about. So then I go back to that question of this was the only one that was advertised to me. When you're all like, we're going to play some Fortnite D&D, we're going to try this thing out. I was like, cool. I immediately assumed we were playing Zombie Dragon
It was the last
Adventure,
one we played.
and I downloaded. It was also the biggest one. It was like
Yeah.
5 gig download. And it was the only one that I downloaded because it was the only one that I knew about. Like, and when you go to like search Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah.
that's the one that comes up.
That's why everyone's playing it.
Yeah. So like that's the one that comes up. That's the one that was advertised to me. It's the only one I knew about. And then you're like, nah, there's 5. We're gonna play Boxfights. And I'm like, what? Boxfights and Deathrun. Yeah. This was the one that was pushed to me. And this is the one that everybody was playing. And I wonder if it's because of the advertisements. This may be the only one that a lot of people even knew about.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's the one that when we even went into it, I was like, oh, this one must be better because it showed like 600 active players, which World of Fortnite is nothing.
Yes.
But
yes. But
for a custom map.
Not 0.
Exactly.
Not 0. Yeah.
And it's early access in the name.
Yeah, what does that mean? Are they working on this one? Like more? Is it going to get better? Because this one, like I said, has a lot of potential to me. So if they're actually going to improve this one and it's going to get better, this was also the only one that I didn't encounter a single bug in.
I didn't run into any bugs either.
I didn't run into a single bug. I got a bug in every single other thing.
Yeah,
every
right.
single one I had a bug in. This one, I found no bugs.
Well, what bug did you have in Boxfight?
It just worked. What do you mean, what bug did I have a Boxfight? I had nothing but bugs.
I think that was all intentional.
There were multiple games where I chose a power and they didn't give it to me. I didn't get any powers.
Did you press the X? Like, this could have been user error.
I got no powers. I got no powers at all. It was just like, okay, here's a gun. Shotgun. Go. And I'm like, but I chose Eldritch Blast. This is like, you get nothing. You get no Eldritch Blast.
All right. Now, what could... I do wonder if your platform of choice was contributing to
No. Okay.
You definitely ran into more issues than I did.
He played on PlayStation 5.
Yes.
I was in a hotel room in Atlanta playing on a phone with my cracked controller.
Yeah.
Which, I will say this. I have played Fortnite with this whole setup before.
Yeah.
And didn't have a problem with it.
But that was Fortnite proper.
I was playing Fortnite Blitz. I've played Fortnite Blitz like this. 0 problems at all. I've played regular Fortnite like this. 0 problems at all.
Yeah.
This, I was having problems. I have bugs in every single one of these maps.
Except
I don't think that it had anything to do with my platform. I think the only issue that we had was some party chat issues.
For sure.
Which that was because we were trying to use PlayStation chat. And it died after a minute.
He wasn't even like on the Wi-Fi. He was on like a bar of LTE or whatever.
Oh,
like.
no. I was on hotel Wi-Fi when we started. And when I was doing all this, but then I had to move to a whole nother hotel room, which is a whole thing. And this hotel room was on the other side of the hotel. And apparently their Wi-Fi router is where my old room was. Because when I got to the new room, it was all like, you really want to use this Wi-Fi? You sure about that? Because there's no internet on this Wi-Fi.
It'd been funny.
I was like, it was fine before. Like I was getting like 600 down in the other room. Goodness. And then I get to this room and it's non-existent. Like I couldn't load a web page. So I had to use my regular 5G connection.
You should have called him back and be like, this ain't going to do. And they're like, what?
I almost went back to the old room because I still had the keys to it.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, they probably weren't going to put anyone else in there.
Exactly, yeah, because we didn't have AC unit. It was going to get down to 20 that night. It was like legitimately no AC and 20 degrees outside, so we had to move to a room with heat. And I was like, I could just freeze in that room and play Fortnite.
Your device would run so much better.
Right? It would be nice and cool.
Nice, cool, yeah.
But yeah, no, I was...
Just imagine them coming in. Not that they would actually work on repairs in the middle of the night or anything.
Oh yeah, true.
But if they had come in
sitting there in the little chair, the glow of Fortnite with headphones in, they're like, we thought this room was empty.
Just you can see your breath on the screen.
No. So yeah, yes, I was playing it on mobile, but I do not attribute any of the bugs that I encountered to playing it on mobile. Those were all these maps.
Allegedly.
The chat, yes, that was buggy. We got party chat to work. That's the only reason why we were using party chat, honestly, was because PlayStation chat requires too much bandwidth.
Yeah.
So party chat doesn't. So that would have allowed us to talk to other people. But nobody was talking in Zombie Dragon
No one was
Adventure.
talking to anything else.
Well, there's nobody in anything else.
Yeah.
But there were actually players in Zombie Dragon Adventure, but nobody in there was talking at
Yeah.
all. They were just going, which I didn't even consider. I was, talking to you the entire time. And then at the end, I realized, I was like, oh man, these people are just listening to us yap
Yep.
during this entire thing, talking about this whole experience. They're like, who are these dorks?
Just tearing apart.
Thinking they got
Fortnite
a podcast talking about D&D and Fortnite.
So yeah. What's your final
Okay, so
rating?
this one, I would give this one
an
8.5.
There's no halves in this.
9.
Okay.
Because it didn't bug and it was fun.
Okay.
Didn't bug and it was fun. This one I would play again. Out of every single
Will
one
you?
down here, I will play this one again. So yeah, I'm probably going to play this one again if, as long as it's up. Take it down. As long as it's up, I'm going to give this one another try.
Yeah.
Especially because of the whole early access thing. Are they working on it? Are they going to make it better?
Or is that just part of the name?
Or is that just part of the name? I do want to try it again because I want to see if it's changed any, and I want to see if I can get further in it, which might actually be possible because there's people playing this one.
I did do a round towards the very end of us getting off where I chose Wizard. And it was like, oh, what wizard weapon would you like?
Oh.
A rocket launcher? And I was like, absolutely,
Okay.
It's Fireball.
So that, I think, was the weirdest thing about this whole thing, which was at the end of the day, it was still just Fortnite.
Yes.
And you still just had sniper rifles and submachine guns and pistols.
As a
and
paladin,
rocket
I got a
launchers.
scythe.
Yeah, if they could have somehow gave us some fantasy weapons,
Fortnite
is full of fantasy weapons.
Exactly.
Full of them. I guess they just don't give them to you in creators.
You gotta get them higher. Well, they gotta save the good loot for later too. So it's
I guess,
what tier loot do you give out now? But yeah,
so it does kind of take you out a little bit.
So I chose Wizard for that one round. The worst decision I could have ever made. Because even the level 1 enemies, I'm like, kapow! And I'd fire a rocket and it'd be like, kaping! And it would do 50 damage or whatever. And then they're just like, get him! And I'm reloading, it was terrible. It was the worst. And I had no other weapons. It was awful. So don't go rocket launcher.
Don't go rocket launcher
alone,
in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I guess that's the other thing. Dungeons and Dragons, also Fortnite skins.
Yeah.
So all of our Dungeons and Dragons experience was actually a K-pop Demon Hunters crossover.
That arguably made it better.
Yeah, exactly.
Rumi and Mira.
Yeah. So that was weird. But, that's Fortnite.
Yeah.
Other people were playing weirder stuff, so.
Absolutely. 6 out of 10.
You got John Wick in Fortnite.
Yeah. You can't beat him.
6 out of 10, really?
6 out
You
of
didn't
10.
like this one?
Yeah, I wouldn't play it again.
Wow. Yeah, so we're different places.
100%.
Yeah, different places.
There were parts of it that were too difficult. The AI for it was very interesting, where it does that thing where sometimes AI just has perfect aim.
Oh yeah.
And if they decide to focus you, you're just dead to death.
See, I guess that's why I did so well, because I legitimately had 2 sniper rifles.
Yeah.
So I was up in the trees and I'm zoom, just doing headshots while everybody was down there dying.
Yeah. It got rough. And then the map doesn't change at all, at least in the runs we were doing. Maybe if you spawn in a fresh boot, maybe it's, it changes up. And the first couple zones I was just super bored of. And I don't know. I wasn't getting like lots of fantasy elements and stuff other than like the roguelitiness of it.
Yeah.
Versus at least the boss fight thing where they tried with the whole, you choose your class, you can change your class, etc. And it gives you different weapons themed after that class. You do get the passives and the active perks,
yes.
which are themed after, the actual D&D classes too. And there was a stat sheet where you could upgrade, get more health or get.
It felt more RPG like.
Yes, which I liked a lot, and I wasn't getting that from this as much as I was getting a vaguely D&D scented roguelike.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. I think that your favorite one, Boss Fight, is more in essence Dungeons and Dragons.
It had D&D.
It had D&D,
creatures.
Yes, whereas Zombie Dragon Adventure was an actually playable game.
It was a game, yes, and that's the thing. It if you were looking for a roguelike, like an actual a game in Fortnite, it was a better built game. Yes,
and that's why I think I liked it better, because it was a playable game for me. But yeah, that was it.
Yep. So if you want to play any of these, we'll put the codes down below. Otherwise, don't.
Yeah, I mean, give it a try.
Or don't.
Give it a try. There's definitely
Richard just wants more people to play his roguelike with.
Don't go to Treasure, the MMO one.
Oh,
the social hub. Don't do that.
You could skip that. I would.
Actually, you could skip a lot of these.
If you do the Deathrun, just check out the Yawning Portal.
Yeah,
and then leave.
Yeah, I mean the last two, Bossfight and Zombie Dragon, I think those are worth looking into.
Yeah.
Just for funsies, And if you do want a more RPG style experience, go with Bossfights, his favorite.
Do it with friends though.
Yeah.
If you try doing it solo, you're gonna be
sad.
It's not impossible, because you can go and you can grind your heart out fighting rats and wolves.
I'm curious
and level up
if your crash was just you, or if this is like a widely experienced thing. Yeah. Like, have you played it? Did it crash on you? I don't know.
I'll try it again at some point, because I want to see what's next. Because there's quests like you get throughout it, and it like leads.
See, I'm intrigued now, because like you said that the second zone looks better, and I want to see that. I also want to see what the other zones look like.
Exactly, and there's like 4 or 5 zones.
I'm intrigued,
and I'm like, God, I want to get to that final boss. Like,
I think I'll
I'm
probably
into it now.
Try them both out. I do want to try Zombie again first, just because like I said, that one I had the most fun with.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in Boss Fight again. I'll go check it out.
Like I said, if Boss didn't crash on me, I would have kept playing it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I might give it a few days. It seems like they're actively working on it. So
see if they fix it.
Yep. But yeah.
All right.
If you enjoy our ramblings of tabletop themed Fortnite creative maps, let us know in the comments.
I can't wait till we get a Daggerheart.
It's not happening.
What if I made it?
Then it'll happen. Richard's going to work on it.
Get to the lab. I'm gonna make
the lab.
I'm gonna make a Daggerheart.
Where's the lab?
Theme. It's in Fortnite.
You keep your lab in Fortnite. Have you ever made a Fortnite map?
No.
Okay, this will be the first one.
Yeah.
You'll have.
I haven't made a map
be...
for a game since like Doom Wads, my dude.
I'll say it was RPG Maker 2 for me.
I didn't even try that. I got it and I was like, I can't do this. Too complicated.
This is very complicated.
I think the last like legit map that I made was like a legitimately Doom.
I mean, hey,
so long ago.
This is like the same thing.
Yeah,
it's probably better.
The same thing.
Yeah, it's probably better than some of these. Yeah, if you liked it, didn't like it, whatever, let us in the comments. If you're on those audio podcasty places, where you listen to our mouths but you don't see our faces, give us 5-star if you want. Follow for more or whatever. If you're on YouTube or whatever, like, smash, subscribe, hype button, all those things you want to do. It's up to you. You don't have to, but we appreciate if you do. Positive affirmations help keep those 2 lanterns back there lit. And for now, everyone, we appreciate you so much. And I have been Tyler.
And I've been Richard.
And we've been True Strike.
Bye. See ya.
Hey, adventurers. Thanks for joining us today. Please be sure to give us a follow on your favorite podcasting platforms and YouTube. If there's any questions you'd like to write into the show, you can hit us up on Threads, Blue Sky, or Instagram. New episodes released every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for listening to True Strike.